Crystal with Happy Campers. Welcome back to another video in our RV hookup hacks video series. If you've seen our other videos, you already know Steve, but if this is your first time, welcome. Steve is our RVDA Canada recognized RV tech, and he's a Red and Blue Seal certified RV technician. He's also an instructor at SAIT. So thanks for joining us. What are you going to be walking us through in this video?
In this video, we're going to talk about safe water hookups. We can hook up our water to two sources. We have a city water connection here when we go to a campground that supplies water for us, or we have a water tank fill here. If we go away from home, we can fill up our water tank so we have water to use when we're camping.
All right, cool. So can we get right into how we would hook up our water connection?
Sure. We want to make sure first off that we're using our city water connection and not our sewer water connection, which is right over here. You can usually tell the difference because there's a warning label on our sewer water flush system there. Whenever we're working with our city water connection, sometimes if we go to campgrounds that supply water, the water pressure isn't regulated. So to protect the fittings inside the trailer, we want to make sure that we have a water pressure regulator hooked up after our hose. And it'll make sure that the PSI is right for our trailer. We also want to make sure that we're using a separate hose for our fresh water from our sewer water, just so we don't have any bacteria problems. And there are also designated water hoses for RVs. They're generally white in color, and that helps promote safe drinking water as well too.
Yeah, I know you told me there are some pretty icky but common mistakes that people make when hooking up their water system. So they really want to be careful about which hose they're using for their hookups.
Correct.
Anything else that we need to know?
Some do's and don'ts. Once we have our water hooked up for the first time of the year, we want to make sure we flush the antifreeze from our system. And how we do that is we go to all of our faucets, turn the hot and the cold on, make sure that all the pink stuff is out of the line. Do that for the toilet, all the faucets, outside shower, outside kitchen, any place where there's water.
So before we wrap up, I just had some questions about water filters. How often should we be changing those?
You want to go with the manufacturer's suggestion on how often to change your filters. If not, you can have harmful stuff in your filter, which will make your family sick.
And lastly, what about using well water in our taps?
If we use well water and we fill our tank with a well water system, we don't want to let it sit for too long because that can have bacteria growth in our tank.
And is that what sometimes causes the water to feel slippery or have a bad odor?
Often it's the rotten egg smell that you'd notice, you bet.
Okay, thank you so much for that, Steve. That was really helpful. And thank you for watching. Make sure that you check out our description because we'll have some links for you to find other resources and join our Facebook community, AMA Happy Campers. We'll see you in the next video.